in the process of finishing some cabinets for one of my kids. They're thinking about selling their house. And so they wanted to replace all their cabinets to increase their property value. So I was like, no, don't do that. Now, that being said, let me show you what these drawers look like. So these are the drawers that I've been working on. I will put a before picture in, and you can see that, and I'm going to show you why I think these are 120 years old. Not really, but see the contact paper? That contact paper has got to be from the 70s, 80s maybe. I don't know. It's got houndstooth in it. I mean, they're pretty old. So that's the old contact paper that was underneath the newer contact paper. So they are wood, which is good. And so I am going to show them how you always use what you have if you can, because you can make these beautiful. So I'll put a before picture in, an after picture in, and then I will show you what they look like when I get all done with them. And hopefully they'll like them. So anytime you want to sell your house, focus on your kitchens and your bathrooms. And if you can make it look good without spending a ton of money, you're just that much ahead of the game. There's some things that you can't do, like appliances and things like that. If those need replaced, you're gonna have to replace them. But for cabinets and things, if you can make them look new and very pretty, that's where you're gonna get your return. So let me get these done and I'll show you what they look like. So how I am starting this, I went to the Dollar Tree and I caught this cute little contact paper. I love the design, and I just put it down in here, and then I crease it over here on this side so that when I take it out, I see exactly where the crease is, and then I can cut it. And then, to make it easier, start it, fold this part down a little bit so you have room to work with it. Then go in here, press it down right here at the edge, go underneath, I think I can get it to stay. So there's the inside. Okay, so on the kitchen cabinet rehab I'm doing, I am taking all the hardware off. And I don't know what this was. Somebody took that off. But anyway, what I wanted to show you was he marked the cabinet, like this is bottom first cabinet. So what I'm going to do is, because you don't want, and then he marked the cabinet at the house B1 as well, where it goes. So what I'm going to do is, when I take this hardware off, I'm going to mark B1 under here, because over here is going to be painted. So I'm going to put a B1 over here, and then I'm not going to touch that. And then I'm going to mark the hardware matching with a Sharpie marker, B1 top, and then this one will be B1 bottom. So I know that B1 is this door. This one will be for the top hinge. This one will be for the bottom hinge, because everything fits differently. You want everything to go back on exactly the way it came off. So I'm in my basement working now. So this is B1 bottom, B1 top, and I labeled underneath where it goes B1. I'm going to fill these holes with a wood filler or Bondo, one or the other, because they are so stripped and so old that I think I need to sand them down really good and just put some fresh stuff so the screws can grip on. These cabinets are just probably 60 to 70 years old, so I want to make sure. And then when I put all of my hardware into one baggie, I will know which because I don't want to have baggies taped to every door, because when you finish the door, you're taking it off anyway, so you can sand it and paint it and all that. So I'm going to put all these in a baggie, but because I marked them on the back side with a Sharpie, I shouldn't have any problems. So here I'm spackling holes in the cabinet doors. This is the back side of one of the cabinets. And there is just a lot of holes and damage and stuff like that. So I am spackling some of the holes on the backs of these cabinet doors just to make them look a little better. This is probably the worst one. So what I'll do is I'll give you a before and an after of this particular one. Some of the corner pieces were split. This is like a plywood, and some of them had split, so I had to pry this open, put some carpenter's wood glue in there, and then clamp it shut so that we could close up that gap there. It went about from here all the way down to here. So we pried it open, put some wood glue in there. I'll clamp this shut for about a day, and then should fix the cabinet. Okay, so after a lot of work, I got 12 cabinet doors and the drawers done. I had to put 2 coats of paint stripper, then I had to sand it with a 120 grit over and over again, but I finally got them smooth. These are a good cabinet. They're vintage. Marsh, I think, is what the brand is, but they are a good cabinet. These are plywood, but they sand up nicely. They're smooth. They're very smooth. The handles I got are a little different in size. They're going to be bigger, so I'm going to have a hole here and a hole back down here. So that was an imperfection that was covered up with paint, so I'm going to have to fill that hole, and I have to fill this hole, and then I have to make another hole right there to fit the handle, because this is the new handle that's going on. I got these on Amazon, a lot cheaper than you can get at Lowe's. I think it was $25 for 40 something. I'll put a price up for that. But so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting the holes drilled and I'm getting ready to paint them. I've already painted the underside and this is what they're looking like underneath now. So, and there's my box of protein bars that I got at Costco for $1 something a bar. So. And then I will come back and sand it with a fine grit. And then I will make another hole right there. And then the handles will fit. And this is the old handles. I was gonna spray them black, but I just decided to go ahead and get some new ones because it will really update the look of the kitchen. If you're going to spend money, you really need to put it into the hardware because the hardware is what pops on the cabinet. Okay, so here goes the first coat of the Beyond paint. It goes on super smooth. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about this paint I'm using. It's called Beyond Paint. This was $36 or $46 for a quart. I will put it in here when I go back over it, but it is no stripping, no sanding, no priming, furniture, cabinets, countertops, and more. And I'm not promoting this. I don't get anything for telling you guys about this. This is just to help you if you want to do something that needs a really good paint that will last and go on smooth and stay, and self-leveling, so like if there are some minor imperfections, it will level that out. But it's a advanced nanotechnology. If you do outdoor things, they have a top coat you can use too. I may put a top coat on this just because there is water around your kitchen cabinets. So we'll see, but it's quick, easy, durable. They have a lot of different colors. They don't have like, you know, a prism of colors. It's not like they have 5 billion colors to choose from, you know, but I found the color I liked. It goes on nice. This is just the first coat. So I will, and I left the place where I'm gonna drill my hole. And so as we go through, or as I go through this process, I'll show you guys each coat of paint, and this is what they're starting out like. I mean, just rough, but smooth. I mean, they look rough, but they're very smooth. They did clean up really nice because they were a quality cabinet to start with. They might be 60 years old, but they were quality to start with. So I will keep you guys posted. I might like to take a walk through time. So there's paint all over my hands. So I'm peeling back this layer. This is like 2000s maybe 90s, probably 2000s contact paper. We're going back to the 80s, guys. I remember this contact paper, 1980s. Oh my word. And I think there's a 1970s under here somewhere. Oh, I remember this contact paper. We had wallpaper like this. Oh my goodness, when I was a kid. I think there's 1970s under here too. Let me see if I can find it. So there was 2 layers. 1990s, 1980s. This is it, but there is a 1970s drawer in there that has some contact paper in it. So I'll show you. Here is the 1970s contact paper. This is what's left of it. Just think, 50 years ago, somebody put contact paper in this drawer.